Hi, we are here again, and then we will try to review today on this video the main cross sections of South America and try to compare these three cross sections with the main cross section that we will produce or generate in North America. Let's go to those lines that I did for you. The first one, it's crosses North America from the Pacific Ocean to the Atlantic. And actually I produced three more lines in South America, one that matches actually the equator. The next one, it's approximately at, would say, probably 10-12 degrees south. It's crossing very close to Cusco and Lima. The next one, it's crossing actually the Titicaca Lake around 15 degrees south. Let me deactivate those grid lines for you, so we have just the sections there. Perfect. Now we will call these sections number 1. This is going to be our main section here, and then the others have like cross section 2-2 over here, 3-3, and 4-4. Peru is actually located in this area, with number 3 being Lima, and Cusco is in the southern section here. Number 2 crosses exactly through the equator. Let's try to see those cities now. Here is Lima, Cusco, and Puno in the Titicaca Lake. Now let's try to produce the cross sections of those. Let me deactivate the line, and then let me go directly first to North America. Been on the line there. I'm going to do the cross section of that, and here it goes at the bottom. What you can see clearly is that these are the Rocky Mountains, and then you have a huge flat area in the center of the continent, and the Appalachian Mountains are on the other side. So that's your first cross section. I'm going to leave it there one moment so you can see it. Expands from a total of, from coast to coast in that cross section, of probably, let me see, goes outside of the screen, is 2,500 miles. The highest peak is this point in the cross section, which reaches 11,539. So let me deactivate that cross section. Let's go to the next one. Now compare it with number 2. Here it goes. Very, very vertical trench. Even you can see here minus 1900. This is the Pacific Rim Trench. And then goes very steep in the western side, reaching altitudes quickly to 12,700, but then immediately slowing down in just only, all this happened only in 300 miles. And then a huge, vast area that expands for more than 2,000 miles. Some of a little bit of the Brazilian system, the Guianas here, you can see, very eroded, and then expands for probably 2,229 miles until that point. Okay, cross number 2. This is happening around the equator. Quito is here. Let's see the next cut. So here it is, exactly close to Lima. Lima is here. Now we have a wider system of mountains here, very tall, reaching altitudes of 15,000. and Lima is in 0. So look at this side of the continent. The main cities are here in the coast, and then immediately you have a canyon actually here, huge. This is going to be the Ucayali Canyon. Then you have more eastern mountains, another canyon, and then slows down. Then some altitude here, very eroded mountains, and the Brazilian system, it's all this here, but very flat. Finally, let's go to the altiplano. Altiplano means high altitude flat area. So let's cross in Titicaca. Puno is here. This is the most elevated lake in South America. Let's do the cross section for this. And here it is. It's extremely interesting. You have 0 here, then you have a canyon here, probably is the Colca Canyon in Arequipa, and then immediately you have what is the altiplano. This is a huge flat surface. It's a plateau actually, very high elevated. Look at the altitude, 16,000, 13,000, 15,000, and actually there is a depression here. The depression is filled with water, and this is the famous Titicaca Lake, the highest and the most elevated navigable lake in the world. 72 miles wide. Then you go down, very wide area of the Andes, and then gets flat and with a lot of erosion in these sections. You go for another 2,000 miles, you reach the Atlantic Ocean here. So remember that this rugged terrain has happened because the subduction areas. So this is very important graph where you can see clearly the Nazca plate going under the continent. This is the continental plate. You don't have that phenomenon happening in Brazil. A lot of hot spots creating volcanoes, canyons. These are the very new Andes mountain where Peru is located. And then this is called the subduction zone where you have the Chile-Peruvian Trench. So I'm going to deactivate quickly all those lines, activate Peru's and the cities, so give you an idea what you have there.